We're going to jump into some Warzone gameplay right now. Joining me right now on the stage, I have Dan and Adrian. Dan, so good to have you. Adrian as well. Fantastic to have you guys on the show today. We're going to be talking about Battle of Noctis. We're going to be talking about the Spanker. I think we're even going to play some games. So tell us, how are you guys doing? We're a little bit over a month into Halo 5, getting ready to ship, of course, the next update next week. And how is everything going with the teams?
It's very exciting to see our stuff out in the wild.
Yeah.
I find all the weapons that are out, all the REQs, seeing how people actually use them, highlights like this, super fun to see.
Heck yeah. Adrian, what about you?
Good, man. Seeing all that Forge footage.
I was going to say,
I'm a little sweaty.
I'm
a little sweaty after that.
You have spent a lot of time working on Forge. Every time I come by your desk, I try to overstay my welcome. Somehow you always know that I'm there. You feel my presence somehow. But there's always some badass Forge stuff that's on your screen.
True.
But finally, we're going to get to unveil and kind of see what the community can do now we put the tool in their hands.
Yeah, man. I'm super excited for all the stuff that I know that they're going to come out with, and it's a great tool set. I love working with it. Yeah, just super excited to see all the cool stuff.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't think we fully wrapped our head around. Jay and I haven't wrapped our head around the whole feature set, and no one has wrapped their head around what the community is going to create.
I still haven't done it.
Yeah,
it's going to take a minute.
It's going to be fantastic. So I think we're actually ready pretty soon to jump into some Battle of Noctis multiplayer. If we
Yeah, I'm
want to
excited to like really get in this match because this is a very interesting Warzone map in that the layout is a bit different than what I feel like we've traditionally done with the other maps.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a bit different. It's a little simpler, but also there's some kind of craziness thrown in, a lot of verticality. The two garages is something new that we haven't tried before.
Very vehicle focused in this.
Very,
Warzone.
very vehicle focused. Yeah. I consider it our kind of vehicle showcase, vehicle playground.
While still being infantry friendly, which is not easy to do.
Not
We're
easy to
see
do.
Some of that today.
But a lot of that in the central monument is going to be a big focus of the map if you're an infantry player, which I love.
Right.
So yeah, watch that monument.
Cool. I think we're ready to get into this match in just a second. We'll get a nod from our guys in the back to find out if we are good to start this match just yet. Not sure if that's the case. I think we'll go ahead and get these controllers.
Yeah, we gotta get our controllers. So we will need that at least to be able to play.
As we bend down. But Dan, as assistant designer, tell us about some of the stuff that you've been working on. Some of the stuff that's included in this update. I know we've got a lot of new weapons on the way that people are pretty excited about.
I mean, I think the thing that everyone has been requesting the most is probably the Spanker, right?
Right. Yeah.
So we have the Spanker. It's coming out. It's actually kind of funny because one of our producers, he thought it was pronounced Spunker. I don't know which one is correct or not, but anyway, we have the Spanker, obviously, as you can see here. We also have a few variants, a bit more high-powered versions of the Spankers. They are pretty awesome.
I was running around with that extended mag yesterday, and that is fun.
Yeah. So we have 4 versions. I mean, do you have time for me to go through them all?
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah,
we can talk about it.
Yeah, so we have basically the difference between the regular Spanker and the regular Halo 5 rocket launcher is that the Spanker fires faster between the rockets. So you can get 2 rockets out in quick succession.
Nice.
The reload is a bit longer though because you have to push the big magazine off and stuff like that. So that's your main difference. And then we have the first extended mag that was mentioned by Jay. That one has 4 rockets in the barrel, so you can shoot 4 rockets in rapid succession, which is pretty awesome in Warzone, obviously, because there's tons of targets to shoot at.
Right, and when you have, oftentimes there's too many vehicles to shoot on your screen, as well as oncoming opponents, so that'll be useful there.
One thing that you may not notice first time you pick up the extended mag, though, is that it will actually lock onto ground vehicles as well.
Yes.
Okay. And also, of course, with the Smart Link scope as well, it's going to be brand new on the Spanker as well.
Yes.
Sweet. Which I think people will like a lot.
Has that traditional
Halo
look that you remember. Yeah, it's awesome.
And then we have the second one is basically a Foreigner technology-influenced warhead. That kind of, if you think of one of the cluster grenades, basically.
Right.
That is just super big and super awesome. And that one can really very easily clear out a base and kill tons of guys.
Oh yeah, especially when you're watching, like when enemies are coming out of doorways and stuff like that. When you have them grouped into those fine little tunnels,
thank you.
It can be dangerous. I think we're going to be ready to start in just a minute.
Matchmaking has begun.
So we're going to be searching here.
It looks like Dan need to, and Adrian, both of you guys need to hit the
joining.
Yeah,
join
in.
Start to search.
So we're going to be searching here on a build of let's see, Battle of Noctus.
I'm so excited to play this.
It's going to be sweet. So I think Adrian also. So the art team did such a fantastic job with this map. I think one of the reasons that people are excited to play this map finally is, one, we teased it at Gamescom without really saying it. Right?
Yeah.
We showed it off for.
We showed it a little bit.
We showed off
Showed
an
a little
early
tease.
look, a split second. You're kind of seeing streets, highway dividers, bridges, lots of concrete, right? Of that minimalist design.
Yeah. Big shout out to Wade and Tim for all the awesome work they did on the map. We were super inspired by like that brutalist architecture.
Right.
And yeah, I think I love this map, and I'm excited to be playing with this.
So we got a few Spartan Claws emblems here in the lobby, which makes me happy here, and we also have one cone emblem, so we'll be able to see that.
A little bit of
in the action. But I think if you look at Raid on Apex 7, right, and then you look at this, like the map, the art styles, the map, the layout, everything is completely different. So I think something I'm so excited about is having that great variety in the Warzone battlefield. I have to tell you, I think we might be showing my point of view. We might be showing Adrian's. Let's see.
It's a surprise.
Let's see. Oh, it looks like no. It says Adrian and Jay. Are you playing?
I'm sorry.
How many
guys.
DR shots can I miss?
I'm just gonna apologize.
So we'll have to see. I tell you,
All right.
I haven't played it. I played months ago a few matches on this map, but I haven't gotten to play a lot. So excited to get into
It's
this
been a while.
as the game is loading up. But I mean, guys, throughout the match, let us know different parts. I think Adrian, as we walk around, you'll be able to tell us about a lot of different segments and parts of this map that kind of separate it. One of the things I'm looking forward to seeing is, I think, the way that the man cannons are strategically placed, right? Like, how do you make a map, as I alluded to earlier, how do you make a map so vehicle-friendly in a vehicle playground while also letting infantry run around it, but not too easily able to board it?
Right.
Right, which is certainly a difficult balance. But you're seeing for the first time the fly-through.
I love this
on
vignette,
Battle
man.
of
Yeah, it's
Noctis,
gorgeous.
You guys ready to jump in?
I'm ready.
go.
I think we'll have to see what the teams are, right? Because we may not all be on the same team. It looks like
I'm
we got
already.
3 blues.
Oh.
Looks like
I'm-
Daniel,
all by my lonesome.
you're on
Yeah.
Jay,
Jay
and
here.
myself are going up against Adrian. But keep in mind, we have a lot of players in the playtest lab right behind us. Many of which are on pro teams. So we'll have to see what goes on here. But let's take a look at whose POV we're actually. Jay, we're on your point of view.
Oh my
right
goodness.
now. So we're
intimidating.
We're kicking things off with Jay Fresh. You have to put on quite a show here, Jay.
I will do my best, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how many.
Everyone's already
enemies we
seen
got remaining.
my Spartan ranking, knows how low I am.
All right, we're about to push out of this piece. So yeah, I guess Adrian, when we
she
look at
is.
like kind of the first steps of this map gameplay-wise, what are some of the first things that players are gonna encounter when they fly out of their base?
So the first thing they're going to encounter are these awesome man cannons that take you almost
These
directly
man cannons
to
are amazing.
the monument.
Right.
And what we were wanting to achieve with kind of like that setup was
Oh, nice.
very quickly kind of you can avoid being out in the streets because we wanted to keep the streets mainly very vehicle focused.
Right.
So we wanted players to be empowered to move quickly out of those spaces if they were not in a vehicle.
So Jay, how did your first respawn go?
That wasn't great. Made it into the monument, put in some shots, but
That was about it.
yeah.
That was.
I was on the wrong side of that flank against red team. They were ready for me.
All right, let's see now. Let's see which AR are you rocking right now, Dan?
The long shot AR with the hard light, which is always good when vehicles are coming at you.
Right.
Especially the early ones, like ghosts and stuff like that.
So we have a wild hog trying to fly at our base. Right here, if we could turn around and get this guy. He's trying to put on the same play.
Yeah, he just saw. Yeah, he just saw. our
He
multiplayer
saw the clips from the community and he thinks he can put on a show with the scout hog. All right,
There's going to be opportunities for
Oh, it was too many
some awesome
guys.
ground pounds on this map.
Me
Oh,
versus 4
absolutely,
red
yeah, I
guys.
think-
I feel like we need to not go for monument
So
right
yeah,
now.
I guess tell us.
We should get one of the garages. That's what we need right now.
You're talking strategy here. I'm trying to learn more about this map, man.
Well, there's 2 garages, which is
That's true.
not typical of the.
I guess, but tell us about the design of the monument. It's a brand new piece, right?
Yeah.
In kind of in the Warzone playground, the players are going to be able to control. One of the things I love is kind of how you can kind of jump up and down those angled walls, and it just creates an entirely new play space that people can kind of run around. So when we look at like the first, actually, one thing we should talk about that we haven't talked about yet on today's show is that original design that you thought about for Noctis, right? That
Yeah, it was
ultimately scrapped.
It was kind of scrapped. It was just a quick kind of Photoshop rough out of a top-down layout that I thought I wanted kind of like a more linear layout that we had in some of our other maps. But after thinking about it and going through it, it's too close to those other maps, and I wanted to really try to do some different things with this map, and kind of where we are now is kind of how it ended up, and I'm super happy with the overall layout.
I gotta say, pressure's on, huh? I'm like asking you like very detailed questions, and we're showing your point of view.
Yeah.
I'm asking you to perform and show us cool things while also telling us about new things, which is slightly difficult. But I mean, tell us from a. I think one thing I'd love to learn about, and anyone who wants to work in game design, how often does that happen, and at what point in the design cycle do you need to make calls like that when you're trying to find out, for example, is this the direction we go? Do I change this? Do I modify? Do we cut? I think what leads to ultimately those decisions when you're looking at those first top downs, when you're looking at kind of those first sketches?
You know, a lot of that is kind of experience and just knowing what you already have in the game, kind of what you want to try to achieve for like the next map sort of thing. So I knew we already had Arc and March on Stormbreak, so a lot of that was driven as like, okay, we need to do something different. We need to really push what we can do with Warzone.
Right.
So a lot of times, you know, stuff, I'll make tons of designs in 3D or just on paper or on a whiteboard, and I can kind of pick and choose from there. And then a lot of times we'll play a bunch of different blockouts in playtest, and we'll decide if we like them or not there.
Sure. But while I ask you all these detailed questions, we should probably go to Jay's POV. So we're not asking you to play and tell us about all the work you do each and every day. Let's see, Jay. So I do want to point out that Daniel and Jay, the blue team, is losing 76 to 247.
We are getting smacked.
It's not pretty at all. I'm not feeling good about the end result.
Well, I was able to at least do a classic BR. There
Are you using it right now? Okay, there we go. So now you're actually seeing. So of course, Daniel, tell us about the classic BR. I mean, it comes in, of course, the form of that classic scope.
Yes, yeah, and that's an important thing to point out, that this is actually not a different tuning on the actual rifle.
Right.
It's a different scope, and it's purely visual, and it does support all the other attachments as well. So you'll get cards for, you know, the classic BR, meaning classic scope, Halo 5 BR, and all the attachments that goes with the Halo 5 BR, basically.
Right. I just spawned with my first ever classic BR and died immediately. I don't feel too good about that, but Jay, how's it feel? I mean, that classic, of course, like Dan said, the shot will shoot just like the Halo 5 BR, but of course, that classic zoom, it brings in a certain level of nostalgia.
It really does.
It does also give you a different kind of awareness, you know, since you are not looking at, someone's shooting.
That classic VR.
Because you are not seeing the weapon model, you get a little bit more of view in the center.
Right.
But obviously that, you know, the darkness on the corners of your screen reduces some of your peripheral a bit. So it's kind of depending on what you want.
Yeah, right. I think when players have, say, both options, it's kind of just a preference of do they want to shoot through that classic scope.
Yeah, and we've noticed also, like every time we do stuff that is retro, people instantly gravitate to it because it has such, you know.
Here we go, blue. Hold it.
Every time I start talking, I get shot at.
Yeah, it kind of happens. I think the reason that the blue team is losing so bad, you see, is that
we're three of us here.
We're all trying to explain these new weapons and these new maps, and no, I'm just making up excuses.
That's
excuse.
We're actually just getting destroyed right now. I don't actually know.
You know what I think it is? I think Red Team's doing a better job getting the bosses too.
Yeah, I think they're doing a better job at just about everything right now. We're not
Oh
sure.
man, we're losing South Garage
even
right now.
who they have in that room.
I think there's some pro team on red. I have a feeling. I know Dursky and Mason were pretty excited to play in this.
But I have to say, some of the some of the experiences remind me a little bit about is I think some people in the studio mentioned it is a little bit of Boardwalk from Halo Reach, right?
That is a good comparison.
You kind of had these little grass patches and kind of higher half cover type. But what I'm getting at though is there's a little bit of kind of that outdoor city, a futuristic city feel to this map, which is.
It really feels like I'm in, like it could almost be like a campaign mission. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it certainly does have that feel. Yeah.
There are some vehicles all over the place over here.
Luckily, it's quick work here. We'll have to see if we can mount a comeback. Last time we had a decent comeback, if you recall, Jay.
We did, that's true.
But I'm not sure.
I just dropped the Wraith.
I can't, man. I'm just getting destroyed.
Dude, this black and gold BR looks
But it has that ghost going for you.
Oh, good. I just splattered
I
someone.
was going to say, I saw a pretty nice splatter. Over
Oh, I see our producer Damon Kahn. I'm following him right now.
And we got some hunters.
The
Hunters
masterminds
at the
behind
monument.
us. Saying, yeah,
Oh,
that's
I have
what we
to say,
need,
one
dude.
thing
We
that's
need
really cool is I mean, this is truly only my maybe third or fourth time playing this map recently, and I think being able to
whiplash.
jump in and find those man cannons that kind of get you out of that Warthog turret fire
some nice work, guys.
is pretty refreshing, and it makes you feel like you can really fight from different parts of the map or just get destroyed like we are.
Yes. Right. Got 2 more hunters over on Fortress.
I don't know if this is gonna happen, Jay. I will spawn
Lone
over there,
Wolf,
though.
Lone Wolf. Get me out of there. Get me out of
Not
there.
a good
Ah,
idea. Bail out.
Rocking the Ghost.
Going on
But yeah,
the base.
I have to say the score is not in our favor, but hopefully everyone who's joining us here
You're getting a good look at the
online
map.
is enjoying what they're seeing on the map. Once again, you're checking out the December update here, live from the 343 HQ. Thank you for tuning in on Twitch and the Halo channel and joining us. We're hanging out here all afternoon, bringing you the community update live. Earlier today, we looked at Forge. We did a deep dive, which I'm so glad Tom and Mike came on the show. I hadn't seen any of that stuff.
No, that was.
They had planned for us, so it was
we were enjoying
awesome.
that as fans, just like you guys.
Yeah, Tom kind of set up that custom, we're going to show you Forge map, and I didn't know he had that, which was fantastic. So if you do want to catch all of the Forge goodness, that's going to be available on the Halo YouTube, youtube.com/Halo Waypoint. Later today, as soon as this VOD is uploaded, you're going to want to make sure to grab that. And we also talked a little bit about all the community updates and news that's coming, especially different features that are coming in Cartographer's Gift that are really a direct result of community feedback we've gotten, things like UI as well as controls, which we're going to still hear about later on today's show. But thank you for spending your afternoon with us, or perhaps evening or even morning, depending on where you're joining us from in the world. You're checking out right now a brand new map that's coming to Halo 5, and it is called Battle of Noctis. It's a Warzone map that looks, I think I'm going to use Hydra from now on and see if I can do anything. Because I feel like, Bedoya, I think Hydra on this map is a good choice. I think we've got enough open
Hydra's
sidelines.
always
a
a
lot
good
of
choice.
sidelines.
Yeah, I think there's
A lot of cover for you to use as well, which
yeah,
is good.
I think that could be.
I know the help I can get.
As I'm also getting achievements, which helps me make me feel better about myself. But brand new Warzone map is coming to Halo 5. Also, still to come on today's show is going to be another arena map, a brand new arena map called Overgrowth. So make sure you stick around for that. We're also still to come on today's show. We're talking about new Halo 5 control settings that are going to be coming to the game. Also really excited about those. So that's going to be coming, and I think we even have more, if I had to guess. We have quite a long show today that's jam-packed.
It's
So
a marathon live
definitely
stream.
thank you for tuning in with us here as we check out some brand new maps. We're bringing it back, though, a little bit, huh? I'm not going to lie. With all the talking I've been doing and
We've
blabbing.
closed the gap here a little bit for sure.
Not
No
too
thanks
bad.
to me, but
What do you think
making some
about this?
progress.
What do you think about this Night Noble? I think we can take it out. Are you over here
Nice,
with me?
hijack. Oh,
You still using that classic VR?
oh yeah.
Yeah, me too. All right, I think we're going to take
Feels
out
like
this Night
home, bro.
Noble. Are you anywhere?
Oh, I did not. Oh,
hopefully someone gets to call in a spanker
Oh,
before the round ends.
I need so much more.
I got a Night Noble takedown.
Oh,
It was solid. He actually flew at me and then flew off the map.
You're like
Killing
so-
Marines.
I felt better about that.
So boss.
Get that ghost.
But one thing
Okay.
I have to say that I'm excited to talk about later is definitely going to be the controls update.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. Sandbox team did some awesome stuff there as well.
Oh my.
Let's see.
Oh, get over there! Oh, he ran away. Dude, red team is not lacking for rates in this match.
No, but I feel good about this slight.
Went for it.
I feel good about this slight comeback, and it actually makes me feel a lot better about the match because it was not looking pretty when we were.
Yeah, we didn't want to go down that
No,
bad.
no,
Like
no.
I can lose. It's
I still
okay.
wonder if
I'm used to it,
still
but
wonder if they rig it in the other room. We're not.
Chad's back there being like, guys, go
Yeah,
easy.
yeah, I don't, which I
easy
don't
on
like. I'm not really a fan of that.
Definitely not.
That is
Don't
not cool.
patronize us, Chad.
But Adrian and Dan, while we have you guys, tell us what are your go-to playlists in Halo 5 right now? What are
Great
you kind of
question.
sticking to?
I'm a big fan of
Need to get
SWAT.
Monument back.
Love me some aim for the head. Can't go wrong. And been on that Warzone Assault.
Well, also tell me about. I mean, as a designer in some of the maps that you worked on, what are your favorite SWAT maps? And also, which of those did you contribute to?
So I'm a fan of.
Almost.
Just got annihilated by the Warden. Dude's a beast.
Almost got him.
For SWAT,
Yeah.
I really like Eden. I think there's a lot of good space on there. The rig was a
Oh yeah, I mean the rig before launch, our pro team kind of stated that was their kind of go-to map, and I love that map. I mean, time and time again, whether it's free for all or Slayer or whatever it might be. Yeah, I love the rig. Dan, what about you? Favorite playlist?
Well, I mean, since I'm working on all the weapon variants a lot, I do enjoy me some Warzone because it has all that crazy weapon action going, which I enjoy. And I'm trying to grind on my REQ collection as well.
Sure. Oh yeah, well, I have to say, what are any favorite REQs that you've got? Either ones that you've worked on, or ones that you've got so far?
Well, I mean, I know it's a community favorite, but Whiplash is so fun.
Yes.
It is a fun thing to use.
I don't have it yet. Don't have my cert.
Yeah, I don't have a lot. I normally actually use a lot of the random weapon cards just because it gives me a chance to just see all the weapons, because I need to stay on top of how they actually play out in the wild as well. So, yeah, and then actually I agree. When I don't play Warzone, I play SWAT.
Sure.
Mostly.
You get some vehicles in here.
I'm trying to go for the perfect timing on the thrust and then the board on the Wraith.
I
don't pull it off like
I
the
was
community.
inches from doing a man cannon onto a Banshee.
The community clips that we have for boarding, I can't seem to
They make it
pull
look
off.
so easy. It's really not.
We got some sweet legendary weapons that I'm going to call in here. Remember a little while ago we were only down by like 180 points?
Yep.
It's not really like that
You
anymore.
guys are bringing it back a little bit.
Where Bedoya and crew are crushing a bit more with that classic BR.
Dude,
Yeah, I think one of the. Go ahead, Jay.
there are heavy like I see a Wraith, 2 Wraiths, and a Scorpion from Red Team right now.
It's not good. I tried to kill all of those and I failed miserably. Especially the moments when you're chasing the Scorpion and thrusting and then trying to get, and it just slowly turns around, and then all of his teammates
See if I can get to him.
kill
right
you.
now. See if I can get to him. I got it.
Yeah, we need anti-vehicle
See,
weapons.
and then
The Wraith ran me over right as I boarded him. Are you kidding me?
and you had a Banshee flying at
Who
you
did
too.
that? Who did
was-
that back there?
Oh jeez.
Yeah, absolutely absurd.
Oh, wow.
But I think one
Oh
of the,
jeez.
the coolest things, I'm sure we can't talk about too many of them just yet, but Dan, as I'm sure you and team are already hard at work on future weapons that we're
Oh,
gonna
we have
see.
some very, very, very cool stuff coming, which I can't talk too much about, but yeah, we have some really, really cool stuff. I wish I could talk and show it.
Right. Well, we'll have to have you on for future streams, so
Yeah.
you can show off some of that stuff. I know. I think between, I mean, we've got weapons, we've got armor, we've got. I think every single drop each month is going to be fantastic, and people are going to be
Oh, we got a Mantis on
Yeah.
excited
too.
about the new stuff.
Yeah, I've seen you guys in the chat stream. I see what you guys are asking for. We have some cool stuff. I'm not going to comment on what, but
Yeah, I have to say, believe it or not, we do read, and we do actually have an idea of exactly what
I
you
think,
at home are looking for.
I think they do know that you're like everywhere.
I try to be everywhere. Oftentimes I fall asleep with my phone in hand and immediately check what people are asking for. I think it's all really thanks though to, I mean, Adrian, Dan, the teams that you guys are on, and the entire Halo 5 team. I think I've never had the privilege of being on a team that's so eager to make awesome stuff for the community. Right? I think each and every feature in this game is constantly built with feedback in mind, which is really cool to see, especially when bringing back legendary weapons. Some of the other stuff that I wish I could talk about right now, but I'm not
feel the
able
same
to.
way, yeah.
Sketches of things that I've seen and mock-ups and specs. I think everyone at home watching is going to like what they see as long as they stay tuned. And unlike the result of this match for the blue team, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we are just about done.
But
here.
hopefully, I haven't been actually watching your points of view. Hopefully, you guys have been staying alive for reasonable times, so
Very,
that people
very briefly.
so that people can get
Couldn't get the spanker
a
though.
look
Couldn't do
at
it.
exactly what's going on in this
Oh
map.
yeah,
But
it's over now.
it is over.
I was one away.
But Adrian, I have to say, you guys did an awesome job on this map.
Yep.
I love how it looks. I love how it plays. I think people are going to be excited to play it. Like I said, it's a totally different space, especially I think not only compared to what's available in Warzone, but what's available in multiplayer right now. Right? It's a kind of a brand new environment to run around.
Yeah, I'm excited for the strategies that are going to come out of this map.
Especially when that opening, when you I mean, it's completely different when you think of like Stormbreak, when you think of Raid on Apex 7, like sprinting out and going straight into a man cannon, right? And then jumping into the battlefield is really, really cool. So the time is now ticking down as Raid Team is about to win that. It was pretty easy defeat.
Red team best
Good
team?
game, sir.
Maybe?
Red Team best team
Not my
defeat, I
best
think,
moment. Not my best
was the
moment.
result there as we'll watch this outro vignette as our brief moment.
Victorious red team.
The red team covers the screen.
Good job, guys. Bunch of folks here, 343, are joining us back in our play lab right now. They were playing with us there.
Yes, indeed. But
I was not good in that one.
I guess, Adrian, any before we say goodbye to?
Oh, is this mine? We're gonna look at the. Oh, really? We're gonna do that? We're gonna look at my PGCR,
I think we're looking
right?
at PGCR. Yeah.
This is gonna be great. Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look. Any notable statistics here? Let's see. Looks like lots of boss takedowns across the board. Not too many legendary takedowns. We don't want to see your stats.
No, we
Jake.
don't,
Flip
dude.
it over. Come on.
We do not.
Let's see here as we go ahead, and we'll go this way over to. Let's see that kills category.
I don't think you want to see mine.
37 kills there. For someone on our team who did very, very well.
What?
So thank you,
Yeah.
but it was not strong enough. Guys, any last words on either the Battle of Noctis or some of these new weapons that are coming into the game?
I mean, we also didn't mention there is a mythic Spanker
Yes.
rocket launcher.
Yes,
which
indeed.
is
Was that
pretty-
Spanker Prime?
Spanker Prime, yes,
Right,
exactly.
It has a
That
really
one,
fast shot, right?
Yeah, so the rocket is super fast. You don't have to worry about travel time very much.
Right.
You also have a shield buff, which means that you can survive a point-blank shot to the feet,
Right.
which also means you can rocket jump.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, how about that?
Very cool.
Yeah, and it also allows you to jump higher, but just your base height,
Right.
base jump. So that's really cool. Like I've seen some pretty crazy action going on in Warzone maps where you actually can make the regular jumps
Right.
and get to a good vantage point and just rain down fast rockets. It's
yeah.
pretty awesome.
We'll have to look for some Spanker Prime footage, hopefully starting next week. We'll
Montages for that are gonna be
see
great.
some people using that. And then Adrian, I guess, Battle of Noctis looks awesome. I can't wait to play on it. I hope everyone at home feels the same way. And let's see, anything else we might have missed when talking about Battle of Noctis? Or did we cover everything?
I think we covered everything. It's fun.
Yeah, I think.
Just super excited to have that map come out. And
Me too. I'm looking forward to just watching streams and watching people play the map and then letting them figure it out, and I can just watch rather than having the stress of dying all the time.
Yeah,
Which would be
I
good.
like that. I like that method.
Guys, thank you so much, not
Thank
only
you
for
very
joining
much.
us today, but also the awesome work.
Thank you,
We
brother.
got new weapons, we got new maps coming to the game, and I think everyone's really excited. So thank you once again.
It's awesome.